Namo tassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Just adding everyone in. So for today's session, we are going to review our knowledge on the links in terms of the chittas and the chetsikas. Last week, we reviewed the chittas to the chetasikas. This week, we are going to do the chetasikas to the chittas. Right, so in the same way as last time, but today with the chetasikas, what we are going to do is I am going to tell you the chetasika, right, and then you are going to tell me all of the chittas, right. Now, for what you are allowed to have on your table as last time is a pen and a paper. Right, I would just let some of you know, you can pretend that you have nothing, but I read your eyes. I'm very attentive. I know, right? I know. So some of you even pretended last time, looking up, oh, Bhante, this, yes. Darling, don't you dare. Right, but of course I take it in humor. I understand that it might be difficult for you guys, but remember, it is through going through that hardship in the learning process that you will be able to actually go more comfortable with the teachings, especially with this part. So those of you who are not in noisy places, you can unmute your mics. And what I will, you can unmute your mics. Do you think you need the chitta chart on the
Chaitasika chart?
Chetasika chart.
No, chitta chart.
Chetasika chart? Oh.
Chitta chart.
Can we have both charts, Bhante?
Can we have all the charts, Bhante?
Samantha,
Yeah.
big kill. No, Samantha, not both for sure. Right. The Chetasika chart. Oh, this time we are doing the Chetasika. You will not have the Chetasika chart, but in put on the Chitta chart. Okay. What page is it on the Sangraha? Do you know?
Page 28. 28?
You said that, please.
28.
28. Open there.
Chittas, no? Yeah.
With the chart, yeah? Okay.
What is that?
Page number 28. All right. All right, here we go. the first person is Hemamali. All right, Hemamali.
Yes, Bhante.
Name all consciousnesses with.
Can't hear Bhante.
You can't hear me?
No, can't hear.
I can.
Can you repeat, please, Bhante?
Yes. Name all consciousnesses with wrong view, Hemamali.
Ditthigata viprayutta. Correct?
With wrong view.
Yeah.
Ditthigata
viprayutta. Na?
Viprayutta.
Wrong view. Okay. Somanassa sahagata, ditthigata samprayukta, asankarika sasankarika.
Okay.
Somanassa sahagata, ditthigata viprayukta, asankarika sasankarika. Upekka sahagata, somanassa sahagata, ditthigata viprayutta asankarika sasankarika. Upekka sahagata,
Hemamali, I don't think
yes.
you understood the question. It is with wrong view.
Only wanted. Only with wrong.
With wrong view.
With wrong view.
Somanassa sahagata, ditthigata viprayutta, asankarika sasankarika. Then upekka sahagata, ditthigata viprayutta, asankarika sasankarika. Correct?
Not quite.
No.
Right. Lettice, can we correct her?
The Somanassa Sahagata, Ditthigata Sampayutta, Asankarika Sasankarika, and the Upekka Sahagata, Ditthigata Sampayutta, Asankarika Sasankarika.
Correct. Correct. So it is Mali.
Yes, sorry.
Yourself a bit there, right? So
Yeah.
it is Ditthigata Sampayutta, not Vipayutta.
Okay.
All right. Now next, Devika.
Oh, okay.
Right. Devika. Name the consciousnesses which have the dosa chatukka.
Okay. Dosa Chatuka, that's the 4 dosa mula. It's the dosa universal. It is the.
Yeah.
No, it is correct, isn't it? It's the whole the universals.
Okay.
Hatara dosa chatuska is.
Yes.
So
Can you tell us what the 4 are?
Bhante padang karna, I get excited when you ask the question. Mole ano kale.
Domanassa.
No, wait. Dosa chatuska is
Hatred.
no, it is
Hatred.
dosa means hate.
Dosa mula has got 4.
Envy.
Yes, envy,
Hatred.
Please. No prompting. Yeah.
so it has envy, hatred, and not delusion.
Would someone care to help her now?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Bhante, I think.
Okay.
දෝමනස්ස සහගත පටිඝ සම්ප්‍රයුක්ත
No,
අසංකාරික
no, not the,
No,
not that.
the
only the
conceit,
dosa
Bhante,
chatusarika.
conceit and worry. Mana, conceit and
Yeah. So hatred, envy, right?
conceit and worry.
No,
Avarice.
no. Avarice
Avarice and worry.
Avarice.
Avarice,
and worry.
and
And
worry.
worry.
And
Okay.
all right,
So,
Devika, then answer.
Okay. Then they are in the. They have to be in not domanassa sahagata ditti samprayukta.
Yes.
No.
No.
Patigha Sampayukta.
Please, others, please don't prompt. Yeah. So what are the dosa?
It has to be in domanassa sahagata ditti samprayukta.
Patigha Sampayukta. Patigha Sampayukta.
Yes, we can all sleep. This is
I know particular it has to be there, but doesn't it there before that there should be in another.
no.
No.
So
Asankara.
it's okay. So it's hatred. This is there in the Patigha Samprayukta sita.
Asankari.
In both Patigha Samprayukta Asankarika Sasankarika, and then in the Patigha is hatred, yes. And then in the one of the other ones, the next one, what is Ayyo Swaminatha enne hitara dan chaatut gahuwa lassanata.
So it only arises in the two dosa chittas.
Yes, the last two in the akusala chittas.
I mean,
Correct.
only two, Devika, right?
Yes.
So the two in the dosa chittas. All right, Devika. Thank you. Right. Now, Mala. What are the consciousnesses that arise associating energy?
Sorry?
Energy.
Energy.
Yes.
Energy or virya. Okay. Starting with the unwholesome chittas, all 12 unwholesome chittas have got energy.
Correct.
Then that's 12 there.
Mhm.
And the next one is ahetuka or the rootless. In the rootless, there are only two chittas with energy, which are Hasitupada and Manodvara Vajana. So 12 and 2. And sense sphere beautiful chittas, all 24 have got energy.
Correct.
Fine material, all 15. Immaterial, all 12.
Mhm.
And supramundane, 8.
Correct. Thank you. Total? Can you tell us the total?
Total, I have to add.
73.
It's 73.
73. All right.
Yeah.
Mana,
Yeah.
can you explain to us why
Yeah.
Panchadvara Vajana does not have energy, Manodvara Vajana does have energy? Or, let me rephrase, why does five sense to adverting not have energy, whilst Manodvara Vajana or mind over adverting, why does it have energy?
I see.
Like to ask a friend for help?
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to get a friend for help. Yeah.
Who is your friend?
You have to.
Who knows the answer? Mihiri?
Yes, Bhante.
Yes.
Is it because the object just impinges in the Panchadvara Varjana Site? The object only just gets, just hits the Chakku Prasad there, but in the mind though, it actually changes it, doesn't it? In the Chitta Viti, it actually needs energy to actually get it going as to what it actually is.
Yeah. Right.
Changes direction. Yeah.
Yes. So there's a shift which happens in the Manodvara Vajana, in the Panchadvara Vajana, depending on the power of the object that has arisen within the 6 sense bases, the body or the Panchadvara Vajana rises. That is the reason. Thank you, Mihiri. Thank you, Mala. Right?
Okay.
All right. Now, next we go to Padma.
Right.
Padma.
Mm-hmm. We are worse than waiting for finals.
Padma, tell us the consciousnesses that arise together or associating sloth and torpor.
Okay. So sloth and torpor are associated with unprompted chittas, which are unwholesome. So there should be 4 greed-rooted chittas which need prompting, and 1 dosa-related chitta which needs prompting.
Yeah.
And then the in the Sobhana chittas, again there will be half of them which needs prompting, so that will be 12.
Padma, very carefully.
Yeah. So in the Sobhana chittas, there is joy, knowledge, and unprompted in the first one. Then there's joy, knowledge, prompted in the next one.
Does akusala and kusala arise together?
No, they don't.
Then?
So it probably, sloth and torpor is probably in only the I think this should be only in the unwholesome ones.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Right.
then your answer is correct. But what is the word we search for when we say sloth and torpor?
Prompted.
Be quiet, please.
You mean prompted? Is that the word?
Yes,
Yeah.
please remember the Pali.
Sasankarika.
Asankarika. Correct. Thank you, Padma. Well done. Right. So we have 5 consciousnesses which arises with sloth and torpor. Right. Now, Padma.
Yeah.
Can you? Okay, but I've given the answer now. So we are sloth and torpor. Right. It is akusala. Right.
Yeah.
Sasankarika in or prompted in kusala or
Yeah.
wholesome chittas.
Yes.
Just because of the absence of promptitude does not hint on sloth and torpor.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
that sort of hints to us with regards to our practice when you are lazy to meditate sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
that is not a weak kusala, rather that is a subconscious akusala. That is more predominant in that case.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it should really arise though there's prompting in the wholesome chittas, it is not really sloth and torpor associated with it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. When it's unprompted, it is not sloth and torpor.
Okay,
Right?
yeah,
The
definitely.
lack of promptitude does not take on sloth and torpor. Right? It is sloth and torpor, akusala altogether. All right, moving on. Chamare.
Yes, Bhante.
Chamare,
Yes.
can you tell us all the consciousnesses that associate or arise associating the 3 abstinences, and what are the 3 abstinences?
So the 3 abstinences would be right speech, right action, right livelihood, and they will occur in all of the sense sphere wholesome chittas.
Correct.
Resultants and functionals.
No. No, not all.
Not the resultants, and no, will be in the resultants, but not the functionals, because functionals would be for would be arahants actions. So it won't be there in the functionals. It would be there in the wholesome chittas and the rebirth linking, maybe not. So just the 8 wholesome chittas. I'm looking at your face and I'm getting the okay. I think I'm going the right way.
I know. That's why I'm being expressive.
It will also be there in supramundane sphere, all chittas, the path and the fruition.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yes, correct. So it does not arise in the resultant. Why? Because resultants deal with the patisandhi or the rebirth linking, right? It doesn't associate in the functional because there is nothing to restrain in the functional. You are already enlightened. Those roots that create necessity for the abstinences are no longer there in your mind, right? The jhana absorptions, we don't have it as well because the jhana absorptions are somewhat an absorption, right? You're not really practicing a sense of restraint there. And then we have all of it arising as a path factor in the path and fruition, right? So altogether we have 16 consciousnesses which arise. Veera. Veera, it is you now. Veera.
Sorry?
Veera, yes, I'm going to... All right, Veera. So, your question is, right, what are the consciousnesses that associate or arise associating joy?
Okay. Joy, which is zest, yeah? And first 4 of the greed-rooted, unwholesome, and then there's out of then there are no in the greed-rooted area. Then we move to rootless. Rootless, there's one which is a actually greed-rooted. There are 2. One is sampati santirana. Santirana with joy, and then other one is hasitupada with joy. That's then that's in the greed rooted. Then we move to great wholesome. Great wholesome, we have 4 in the wholesome itself, and 4 in the resultant, 4 in the functional.
What are
Then, sorry?
What are the 4?
That's the first 4, which is how do you call it? Consciousness with consciousness associated with joy and accompanied by
Yeah, no, you don't have to go into the details. So those associated with joy.
Joy, yeah.
All right.
And then we move to fine material. Fine material, you have up to first jhana, second jhana, third jhana. And 4th and 5th, you don't have that one. And then when it comes to fine material, immaterial, there's no. And in supramundane, there are no. All the supramundane chittas are yeah. Okay.
All the supramundane, did you say all the supramundane chittas?
All the supramundane again. Okay. If you consider the 121 version, then of course it's again first jhana, second jhana, and third jhana.
Good.
So there are already 24 of them actually.
Yeah, correct.
But okay, if you are not considering 121, if you are considering 89, then question is, I don't know. No, I think because it's not going through the first jhana.
Namsari,
Yeah.
hold on there.
Yeah.
I want to put that part to the rest of the class.
Okay. Yeah.
If it was according to the 89 technique, right?
Yeah.
Would the 8 supramundane chittas have joy or not? The others, what do you think?
No,
Maybe not.
no. I'm
No.
saying no.
I think we got 8.
Not the last one.
It will be 6.
So we can go, not the last one.
It will be 3 and 3. Because the last one is equanimity.
No. In the 89 technique.
89.
There is only 8 then there.
Yeah.
It's on the 40, there are 8 altogether.
Yeah,
If it is 89, then there is only 8 and not 40, correct?
Yeah.
8 chittas. So if it's 8,
Yeah, 8
and
is
not
correct.
40, so if there is 8, the last 2 only each one, because that is equanimity, you won't have joy. So you'll have 3 and 3. So that will be 6.
No.
Because if you're Sotapanna, Anagami, and all those 4, the last one you won't have because that is now it's equanimity.
No, what economic?
I think only the first jhana will have the
Bhante, we got
joy
8.
through jhanas.
Do you think all 8 have joy?
Only the first jhana.
No.
Only no.
They're not going
No,
through jhana.
We are not going through jhanas.
Yeah.
It is the 89 technique.
No, it's a Sotapanna. If you look at the Maggapala, the Sotapanna, so the 4 stages are 3.
What do you think, Miri?
No, I don't think they do, Bhante. I think it's there's no, you don't count them in all of them.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
You don't count them in. Then
Yeah.
all right. Correct. They don't.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Moving on. Next is Shriyani. Shriyani, unmute the mic without making faces over there.
Oh my God.
Right.
But
Shriyani, what are the chittas that arise associated with doubt? Doubt, Shriyani. Doubt. What is the Pali word for doubt? Vichikitsa.
Vichikitsa.
Vichikitsa. It's akusala chitta.
Correct.
Sense fear. Unwholesome sense fear chitta. And don't know, Bhante.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. I need help.
All right. Anuma,
Yes, Bhante.
can you do it?
Is it upekka sahagata vichikitsa sampayutta?
Correct. Right. So there is only one consciousness which arises with doubt.
Yes. Thank you, Bhante.
All right. So it's only one consciousness that has the doubt. Right. All right. Anuma, you're doing the next one as well.
Hey, Bhante. That's unfair. Okay.
You have a break. No, Eileen.
No, it's okay. I'll answer Bhante. No
Okay,
problem.
you have a break. No, Eileen, I'll come back to you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. No, Eileen.
Yes, Bhante.
No, Eileen. Would you kindly do for us all the consciousnesses that have wisdom in them?
Wisdom.
Oh, that's an easy one. 12 beautiful chittas.
Okay.
And 15 fine material. 12 immaterial and 8 supramundane.
And 8 supramundane. Yes.
Yeah.
Noeline,
Yeah.
would you be able to tell it to us in detail? Because some not too proficient in the, yeah? So can you express it in detail, please?
Sorry, what do you mean by details, Bhante?
My meaning, for example, the great wholesome, these consciousnesses have. So jnana sampyutta 2 in that way.
So the first one is 12 beautiful chittas associated with knowledge.
Correct.
And second one is 15 fine material, the whole lot. That is...
yeah. Correct.
And the other one is 12 immaterial, the whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 supramundane, the whole lot.
Correct. All right, Noeline. Thank you.
Thanks, Bhante.
Right. Thank you. Next we come to Lakshman. Lakshman,
Yes, Bhante. Yes, Bhante.
would you tell us what are the consciousnesses that arise? Okay, no. Can you tell us why wrong view and conceit does not arise together?
Wrong view means that the person is aware that he's doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And conceit is if he doesn't care about it, he just does it without worrying whether it's right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So that the two are opposite to each other,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore they can't go together.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Does anyone else have anything to add to that? Yes, Mala.
Yeah, they are both strong chittas, but the objects are different. In the case of man or conceit,
Yeah.
it's something within. But when it's Ditthigata Sampayutta, the object is something away from within you. The two objects are different.
The two objects are different, and at the time of these consciousnesses arising, one part takes predominance. It would be, answer would be perfect if you say the word predominance. Adipati. All right, Lakshman.
Yes,
Right?
Bhante. Yes, Bhante,
With that, tell us all of the chittas which rise with conceit.
With conceit, that is in the sense sphere, unwholesome consciousness, the one dissociated from wrong view, that is numbers 3 and 4. Then there is consciousness accompanied by joy, dissociated from wrong view, unprompted, and consciousness associated with joy, dissociated from wrong view, prompted. Yes, prompted.
Okay.
And then then the consciousness associated with equanimity, dissociated from wrong view, unprompted, and then the one with prompted. So those four there.
Correct. Correct. Thank you, Lakshman.
Thank you, Bhante.
We go to Samantha now.
Yes, Bhante.
Right. Samantha, hold on.
Yes.
Samantha, Sandy, are you willing to answer questions today, or would you like to just be a participant? Sandy? Okay, maybe she's asked. All right. So, Samantha, for you, what are the consciousnesses that arise with faith?
What? Faith.
With faith.
Faith.
Yeah, Shraddha.
Shraddha. Shraddha. Shraddha.
No one make a harm.
Is that a difficult one?
No, it's not difficult.
Very easy.
Make it.
Faith.
Universal.
Universal, beautiful.
Faith. Shraddha. Now let's see. Shraddha. What's another word for Shraddha then?
Faith.
Yes, faith. From the Chaitasikas, I suppose.
Beautiful universe. Beautiful universe.
Please. Can all the other smart people be quiet for a moment?
What would okay, Shraddha, faith, isn't it? So where would Shraddha? Oh, faith. Yes, yes. Yeah, faith would come under the 19 beautiful universals.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, so that will be in all the beautiful ones. Chittas with the beautiful wholesome ones that will come there, and the functional ones, they're all beautiful. Then everything else, I suppose, they're all beautiful, aren't they?
Correct.
Yeah.
So excluding.
Yes, unwholesome.
Excluding unwholesomes.
And the rootless.
Yes, excluding all the unwholesome sense sphere chittas, or the 8, 12 rather, and then you got the ahetu, the rootless ones, all of them, the 8.
That is how you would say. Now, when it comes, for example, something of this sort with regards to universals, how you would say is all consciousnesses, excluding the 12 unwholesome consciousnesses and the 18 rootless.
18 rootless, that's right. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go on to say this and that and this and that, right? You can just say all except that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yes.
All
okay.
Samantha. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right? Now, who are we going to? Let's go to Samantha. Okay, Anoma.
Yes, Bhante.
Who else? Is there anyone who did not get a chance? Just for yourself? Miri, did I give you? Dil. Yes, Dil and Miri, did I give you a chance?
No, you asked me a few questions, Bhante, but you didn't give me a Chaitasika as such.
Okay, I will give you a Chaitasika. You and okay, Anoma.
Yes, Bhante.
Anoma, tell us the consciousnesses which have.
It's not clear, Bhante. I can't hear you.
Tell us the consciousnesses which arise associating shamelessness.
Shamelessness.
What is the Pali word for shamelessness?
Once again.
Ahirika.
Ahirika, right?
Ahirika. In all the unwholesome chittas?
Correct. In all the unwholesome chittas, right?
Yes, Bhante.
In all the unwholesome chittas. Correct, Anoma.
Yes.
Right? Dil.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you. Dil.
Yes, Bhante.
Okay. Name all the consciousnesses which arise associating the illimitables.
So the illimitable, there are 2, which is Karuna and Mudita. So there'll be all consciousnesses, all consciousnesses. So you can exclude all those, the unwholesome ones and the rootless ones. They won't have. And then from the others, so we will have the great wholesome ones. We will have, so there are 4 there. Then the resultants we won't have because they are resultants, and then they are Patisandhik ones. So then the great functional ones we will have all 4. The great functional, we'll have all 4. Then when we look at the fine material ones, we will have the first 4, but not the 5th one, because that is equanimity. It's there and not Karuna and Mudita. And then, so the 5th one was close, it's the same way. And so So that's all, because in the others anyway you are already enlightened. So that's it, Bhante.
All right. Thank you, Dil. Miri.
Thank you, Bhante.
Miri, can you name all the consciousnesses, right? All the consciousnesses that have initial thought.
Yes. So all 12 unwholesome consciousnesses will have initial thought. And out of the rootless chittas, there will be 18 and 19. So the sampatichana and the santirana sittas will have that. And then in the that's in the akusala, and then in the kusala they'll have it in the 3, the 25, 26, 27. So all of those will have it. So that means the sampatichana and the santirana, the 3 of those will have it. Actually, basically, if I put it the other way, out of all the 54 sense sphere consciousnesses, if you take away the 5 and 5, 10 rootless, in the rootless groups, if you take the 5 sense consciousnesses away, that is 54 minus 44, which is 54 minus 10, which is 44. And then you have it in all the 11 supramundane consciousnesses. All the supramundane plus the 3 of the fine material consciousnesses.
Okay.
The first jhana. So basically there's 55 of them in total.
Correct. Has everyone answered then? Everyone has got a chance. Pushpa, my dear Pushpa. All right, Pushpa. Right. Pushpa, tell us. Pushpa, what are the consciousnesses which arise associating desire?
Right. Sense sphere and wholesome consciousnesses.
Yeah. So Pushpa, this question you answer with the ones which are not there. All consciousnesses excluding
the first 10 sense sphere unwholesome chitta.
The first 10?
Sense sphere unwholesome chittas.
Excluding?
I've got, no. Yes, the first 10 have got.
Okay. It's okay. Answer it the usual way that you answer them.
First 10 have got desire.
Okay.
Then wholesome chittas, the first 8 has got desire.
Wholesome chittas, first. Wow.
Wholesome chittas.
Pushpa, where is your head? I can't see your head. There you go. Where, Pushpa?
Some of the wholesome chittas have got wish. That's about 16. Wholesome resultant ones.
Wholesome resultant ones. Okay. So you're talking about ahetuka, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Wholesome resultant ones have got a wish and wholesome resultant and immaterial. In the immaterial sphere, there is
there is wish in material sphere and supramundane.
Okay, so what doesn't have it, Pushpa? I think you kind of jumped above. You did a big high jump from ahetuka to immaterial, right? Which one? Can you tell me which ones don't have?
Right.
What are you looking at, Pushpa?
Yeah, yeah.
What are you looking at? Huh?
The ones that don't have are the unwholesome resultant.
Yeah.
Unwholesome resultant and wholesome resultant ones. Don't have wish.
Okay, so basically, okay, let me, all of you who have some sort of material to help you out on your desk, right?
No.
Some of you
Don't
who
have
have
anything.
pasted it up on your wall so that you don't have to look
No.
at the desk, right?
No.
For all of you, right?
No, I'm not cheating.
No one needs to say I am not cheating, I am cheating, right?
No, I'm not looking at anything.
Okay. This is what you have to do.
Yes.
Right? What is desire? Desire is this need, the sort of the action or this sort of promptitude that you have, which follows a certain action, right? What you have to think is desire. Then what does it mean? You have some sort of say in the control of the action. You got it?
Yes.
Right? So then, what are the consciousnesses which arises devoid of your control? Now, for example, you can offer something to a monk or you can do something good. That is control, right? So all of that all of those consciousnesses which exercise some sort of control will have desire. What are the consciousnesses which does not then have desire?
The two rooted in delusion.
Okay, please wait. We have to go through, first of all, think, greed should have it. Because all of the action, no? Those are you're hating, you should have it, right? Then you have delusion. Delusion is more of something like a hindrance within you, right? Which you have laid. That will not have desire. It will arise devoid of desire, right? Then you go on to your ahetukas, which all arise devoid of desire. Why? If there is something to see around you, you will see it. Right? If there is some sound, even though you're listening to the class, if someone in the house is making a noise or someone taps on the door, you will hear it. Why? Because your ear is working. In that way, if you think, then you know the delusion does not have, the two delusion chittas does not have it, and all the ahetuka chittas does not have it. The rest of all chittas have it. You can't attain nibbana without desire. You can't do akusala without desire. You can't meditate and go into the jhanas without a desire. That is what you have to then understand. You got it? Right? Then you don't have to sort of memorize this whole thing. Right? Just understand the core. Now, so now we are going to shift from, now we have done the sort of the, we have gone through most of the universals and the rest of the consciousnesses, chetasikas. We are going to shift it up a bit, right? Shift it up a bit. Okay. First person, Noeline.
Have you got fairly answer? Have you got a fairly?
Okay, Noeline, are you there? All right, Noeline. Now, I will tell you, right? I will tell you the chetasikas. You tell me the chitta.
I'll try to Bhante.
Try.
Yeah.
Try. Okay.
Okay.
This chitta will have these Chetasikas.
How many?
Well, I'm telling you, right? This
Sorry,
chitta,
start from the beginning, Bhante. I did hear.
all right. Is there a problem in the connection? Am I lagging?
That
No.
should be okay now. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. So this chitta has the Chetasika. So listen attentively, write it down if you need to, right?
How many?
I'm not telling you the number, I'm telling you the Chetasikas. This chitta will have all of the universals.
Yeah.
It will have all of the occasionals.
Mm-hmm.
It will have all of the unwholesome universals.
Mm-hmm.
It will have greed, wrong view. What is the chitta?
That's one of the unwholesome ones.
Sure.
Greed rooted.
Hmm.
The four universal unwholesome.
The four universal unwholesomes are there. Greed is there. Wrong view is there.
With joy.
Correct.
All right. What more do? What more do I have to?
The name of the consciousness. So Somanasa Sahagata, you said with joy, Somanasa Sahagata, right? Remember there is no sloth and torpor here, right?
Yeah.
So because there is no sloth and torpor, what should it be then?
Prompt.
Unprompted.
Unprompted. Prompted is sloth and torpor. This unprompted.
Unprompted. Then the word is then either English or Sinhala, whatever you like, in English, Sinhala.
Unprompted, Bhante.
Which is then unprompted, asankharika, right? So then, and it has wrong view as well. Now you must know the consciousness. Which consciousness with greed, with wrong view, and that which is unprompted?
First one.
First one.
First one.
Got it?
Yeah.
Do you all now understand the way the question goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Bhante.
All right. Good. Noeline, it
Bhante,
yeah.
there's another one.
Yes, there's a series. There's a
Yeah.
number of. There's a number of.
No. This particular one.
Yeah.
One with
Joy.
But
And
is
one
it
with
joy? Equanimity.
equanimity also.
They got all
But they said
universal.
joy.
So
Assist.
all universal one,
Yeah, but they assist.
All seven.
Very first it says.
They assist in
All
it. So
seven
it's
and
joy.
all six.
Yeah.
Occasional six, yes.
It has got all the
Okay, yeah.
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 All the occasionals, no, Damsiri?
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
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 All right.
Right.
Now, next is Damsiri.
Yeah.
He got it. Yeah.
All right. So just unmuting your mic, Damsiri. Your mic, okay.
Yeah.
Damsiri. This consciousness, right, has all the universals.
Yeah.
Has all the pakinnakas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Has all the universal beautifuls. Has the abstinences, illimitables, and business. What is it?
Abstinences. Okay. Universals. Okay. That must be. You have all can you repeat it? All
universals.
Universal, wholesome universal.
Wholesome universals.
Yeah.
All prakirnakas.
Yeah.
All universal. Oh, sorry. I will say it in English for all of you. All universals, all occasionals.
Yeah.
All universal beautifuls, abstinences, illimitables, and wisdom. What
is the first one in the Sobana, which is great wholesome with wisdom.
Okay.
And associated with associated with wisdom, and then that's the one, the very first.
First and the second.
First and
Second is without wisdom.
no, second is without wisdom.
Yeah.
Wisdom. The first and
All
the
right.
first one.
Yeah.
Second is
First
without.
and third.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Thank you, Damsiri.
Okay.
Right. Now we go to Miri. Yes. Miri, what in this consciousness we have the 7 universals?
I know.
No jumping to the screen.
But Bhante, the universal wholesome ones.
Universal wholesomes.
Okay.
No. Universal, universal wholesomes. Yeah.
Did you say only the universal wholesome?
Yeah. So the 7.
Okay. So 1 to 7 will be in the that only occurs in the rootless, kusala, the 5 sense door consciousnesses.
Correct. Good. Now, thank you, Miri. We are going to Devika.
Yes, Bhante.
All right, Devika. Devika, in this consciousness, we have the universal 7, initial application, sustained application, determination, energy as the prakirnakas, and the universal unwholesomes. What is the consciousness?
Make a akusala sitak.
Correct.
Universal satatiyana. And the 6 occasionals are there and the 4 universals. And you said initial application and the next one too.
Initial application, sustained application, determination, right?
Okay.
Energy or effort, virya, and the universal unwholesome 4.
Yes. So this is under the unwholesome chittas, akusala sit. Well, Swaminasa devani sita akusala ඔක්කොම මේ 8 අකුසල සිත් වල තියෙනවා මේ universal 7යි occasional 6යි and අර 4 හොඳ නැති universal 4යි. Then initial application, sustained application, determination and energy. So energy and it has to be hatred rooted.
Hatred rooted වෙන්න බෑනේ. Hatred දෝෂ චතු කෙනෑනේ.
හරි හරි. It has to be මේ එකේ ඉඳලා වෙන අතේ අකුසල සිතක් තියෙන්නේ.
So for those of you who have got the answer, you can put it on the chat so I can see who knows. Devika?
Oh, this is a greed rooted.
Greed rooted on the greed nanny.
Greed nanny. Sustainability, determination, and energy. Oh, greed.
Thank you for answering.
අනේ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ මම නම් දන්නා මේක අකුසලයක් කියලා. Oh, this is under energy and nanny rootless event. Sustained application, determination and energy.
Determination, desire is there. Desire is there in this, right? But not
yes.
and wish. So no greed, no wrong view, conceit, hatred, sloth and torpor, or doubt.
Yes.
So what can it be? Anyone else who
rootless function, restlessness, delusion rooted in restlessness.
Yeah. It is a restlessness consciousness, right? How do we know that it is restlessness? Because in this, of course, similar to the doubt, but in the doubt one there is doubt and no determination.
No doubt.
Right? All right.
There's determination.
Good try though, right? Now we go to, right?
But I'm not satisfied with my work. Doesn't matter. Don't think about it.
Yes, Bhante.
Hemamali.
Yeah.
In this context,
can I have a question?
Yes, Mala.
Can I have a question? Yeah, because you said it's Uddacha. I don't. Can it be only Uddacha? Because in what you said, both Preeti and Chanda are missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chanda is missing in both the Mohamula Chittas.
But that doubt is one.
Doubt is not there, Mala.
Determination, desire is not there in this one.
Yeah.
And doubt is there in the Vichikiccha.
Yeah. There is no decision.
So the answer should be the two Mohamula Chittas, isn't it?
One. Just specific.
Only one.
Yeah. Because in the Vichikiccha Chitta, we have doubt. And desire.
Make it out now.
Bhante, in the Pakinna, you said only Vitakka, Vichara, Adhimokka and Virya. That means both Preeti and Chanda are missing.
Yes.
Chanda is absent in both the Mohamula Chittas, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's doubt in one of them.
But there's doubt, no, Mala.
Doubt in one. And there was no doubt.
Chanda is not Chanda. Decision, determination is not present in both, right? Desire is missing. Desire and virya missing in both the Mohamulas.
Yeah.
In the Vichikiccha, determination is also missing. Remember.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Adhimokka is present. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Bhante.
Hari. Now, who did I select? Hemamali.
Yes, Bhante.
In this consciousness, Hemamali, right? In this consciousness, we have the 7 universals, all the Pakinnakas, or occasionals, the 19 universal beautifuls, the 3 abstinences, and wisdom. What is this consciousness?
Wisdom means jnana samprayutta. Abstinences present in first 8 and last 8.
Come on, Hemamali.
Can you please repeat the question again, Bhante?
Yes. So in this consciousness, we have the 7 universals, all the occasionals, the 19 beautiful universals, the abstinences, and wisdom. No illimitables.
Okay. Thank you.
Right?
That is Bhante, Somanassa Sahagata, Jnana Samprayutta.
Mali, you're thinking about out of the box.
No, it's a first. Immaterial first jhana.
Right?
I have no idea, Bhante.
So, okay.
No illimitable.
Can anyone else do this? Padma, would you like to give it a try?
So it has, what you said was it has all universals.
Correct.
And all occasionals.
Correct.
So that means Vitakka, Vichara, all that, right?
Yeah.
And then you come to all the beautifuls, yeah? And then wisdom and abstinences, no illimitables. So it could be one of the, could it be one of the supramundane ones?
Yes, the first jhana.
There are no illimitables, but all the abstinences and knowledge is there. The 19 beautiful things are there. So it could be, if it has to be.
No, it's a supramundane path and fruit first jhana.
Could be a first jhana.
Yes. What did you say?
This is a one.
First jhana.
First jhana.
The others, please don't be like children. When I tell it's Padma, it's Padma. Right?
Right. No, so it could be a first jhana supramundane because it has all the occasionals, isn't it, including Vitakka.
Yeah.
So it has to be the first jhana, but it has to be supramundane because they are.
Correct.
Yeah.
It is the first jhana, supramundane.
Yeah.
Right? Can you tell us how you got that answer, Padma?
Well, because I mean the 7 universals, all occasions means everything. All the things are there. I mean, like that is in a jhana. Yeah. Then the 19 beautiful.
Yeah.
Then we come. The abstinences are all present in supramundane, but illitimals are not present.
Yeah.
And of course, wisdom is there.
Yeah. For this consciousness, it is really the illimitables which gives it away.
Yeah.
Presence of the presence of all the prakinnakas, and most importantly, the absence of the illimitables. Right? Absence of the illimitables. All right. So it is a supramundane Hemali. Hari.
Okay.
It is supramundane first jhana. Now we go to Chamari. Right? Chamari. Tell us, right? Now I'm going to ask you something from last week. Hari also, right?
Okay.
Right. Okay. Tell us all the Chaitasikas that arise, right? That arise in the fine material third jhana consciousness.
Fine material third jhana consciousness will have the 7 universals.
Correct.
And it would also have not the initial application, not the sustained application. What's the
Third jhana.
Third jhana.
Third jhana.
It's gone. It won't have the first. It won't have the first 2, 3, 4, 5 from.
Kodakinna. Hemali, tell us the 5 jhana factors.
Yeah, Vitakka, Vichara. Sorry. Vitakka, Vichara, Priti, Sukha, Ekagrata. Vichara, Priti, Sukha, Ekagrata.
Carry on.
So it won't have the first two from the 5 jhana factors. It will have the last 3.
All right. So then,
you said the 3rd jhana from the fine material.
Yeah.
So it'll have 8 chetasikas. Oh gosh. All of the universal beautifuls, 19.
Correct. Okay, we haven't come to that part yet. We are still doing the universals and then the pakinnakas, occasionals. What of the pakinnakas are there?
It won't have initial application. It won't have sustained application. It will have, Bhante, it's gone.
It's not. It's not.
No, yeah,
It's just gone. Initial application, sustained application. What are the 6? Initial application, sustained application.
විචාර ප්‍රීති සුඛ ඒකාග්‍රතාව.
No, the 6 occasional.
මේකේ දාලා තියෙන එකක් යනවා වෙනවා.
There you go.
Yeah. So decision, energy, zest, desire. So it will have the first 7 universals. Then from the occasionals, it will have decision, energy, zest, desire.
Correct. Correct.
Then it will have all of the beautiful universals, the 19 from 28 to 46.
Okay.
Then it will have the illimitables and the wisdom.
Correct. All right. Good, Chamari.
Thank you.
Now we go on to who did not get a try? Padma, you got a try. Yes, lettuce. Right. Lettuce.
Yes.
Tell us all the chetasikas that would arise with the mindo-adverting consciousness. Mindo-adverting consciousness.
So it would have the 1 to 7 universals.
Correct.
Then the initial application, sustained application, decision, and energy.
Correct. Good, lettuce. Very good. Thank you very much. We go on to Anuma.
Yes.
Anuma.
Yes, Bhante.
Tell me all the chetasikas that would arise with, right? That would arise with, no. Tell me the chetasika. No, tell me the consciousness. I will tell you the chetasika, right? We have, in this consciousness, we have the 7 universals.
Yes.
Right? Initial application, sustained application,
8,
determination.
9. Sorry. Decision, yeah, 10.
Initial
Yeah.
application, sustained application,
Decision
or determination, right?
Yeah.
And joy. And joy. What is the consciousness?
Joy.
That is it. So it only has 11 chetasikas. So by the first,
it has to be.
You know that this must be a really weak one.
Yes, it's rootless. Yeah, yeah, it's rootless. Now I forget the word. It is Yeah, it has to be upekha sahagata.
Anoma.
Yeah.
Did you write the Chaitasikas down?
Sorry, yeah. 7,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, and 12 I have.
12. 12
Yeah.
Monadanoma. What is 12?
12 is joy, zest.
Okay. So then you started by saying upekha.
Sorry, somanassa sahagata. Confusing. Somanassa sahagata.
No, Somanassa also. Okay, go on.
Somanassa sahagata. Now this has 1 to 7, 8, 9. That is initial application and sustained application. Decision is there. So it has to be somanassa sahagata jnana sampayutta. Joy is coming. So some smile producing.
Yeah.
Because if joy is there, Santi.
Not smile producing, but let me give you a hint. You're very hot. You're very nearby.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Make a kaya sukha.
Correct.
I forget. I mix up all languages, 3 languages. Somanassa sahagata kaya sampayutta. Kaya vinyana.
Sukasagata kaya vinyana.
Vinyana. Yes. Kaya vinyana. Yeah. Thank you, Bhante. I tried.
Correct. Good. Right? Right. Sorry. Actually,
it's the Santirana, Bhante. Yeah, it is Santirana with joy.
Investigating consciousness.
Yeah, it's investigating with joy.
Right?
With joy,
investigating consciousness. Right?
Did I tell Santirana?
Oh, you did not tell Santirana.
Santirana Sampatichana, I don't know. Okay, so that what I said was wrong, Bhante.
Investigating consciousness.
Investigating consciousness with joy, no?
With joy, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Next one. Samantha.
Yes, Bhante. Yes.
Samantha, tell us what consciousness, tell us the Chaitasikas that arise in this consciousness, the 12 immaterial.
What?
The 12 immaterial.
The 12 immaterial. So, okay. So you have all the universals.
Okay.
All 7 of those. Then immaterial jhanas. So they're basically the 4 jhanas initial. So you don't have the immaterial, so they're quite high up, isn't it? So you don't have the initial and the sustained occasionals.
Correct.
And then you've got decision and 11 energy. And because it's the 4th jhana is based on upekha, you won't have the happiness and everything. The zest, you won't have that.
Okay.
Then you've got desire, because it's one of those good ones. So you need to have a desire to go to nibbana. Obviously it's a good one. So you won't have any of the unwholesome universals, none of those unwholesome occasionals. So it's a nice one. So yes, it'll have all the beautifuls. Immaterial, and obviously so they're the sort of it'll have obviously the wisdom, Now let's see the abstinence and the inimitals. Yes, now the abstinences now. So these are the fine material ones. So you don't have a things up there. So abstinence and the inimitals, upekkha, equanimity, compassion and appreciative joy. Would they in the fine materials now? Would they have those? Yeah, well, right speech, right action. They, I'm not sure about the abstinence and the illimitable.
All right, shall we forget them
Yeah.
then?
Sorry?
Shall we forget those two then?
Yes, Bhante. Let's leave those out. Yeah.
Can you answer?
But can I just ask why, please? Yeah.
Why, Samantha, it is the illimitables. It's nothing to do with karuna or mudita. You're not sort of vibrating anything or spreading any sort of compassion based or anything like that outwards, right? The abstinence, this is a state of high jhana. There is nothing that you're abstaining from. It is a place of stability.
Oh, yeah.
And quiet,
Yes.
right? There is nothing that in terms of abstaining that is happening in this. Do you?
Oh, yes. You reached that stage already, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing to abstain. Okay.
All right. Right.
And sorry, and illimitables, you've already got there, is it?
No, illimitables are not there because in this state, it is a dhyanic state.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Yeah.
Right? You're not sort of radiating any sort of, anything in that sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Bhante. Yeah.
All right. Right. Good. Now, Chamari got a chance. Lettuce, Damsiri got a chance. Hey, Mali. Mala, did you get a second chance?
No, Bhante.
All right, Mala, you're going now, right? Mala, can you explain to us, right? Can you explain to us no, that is a bit long. Okay. What are the consciousnesses that would arise, right? What are the consciousnesses that would arise for the consciousnesses that would arise associating. We have done that as well. Okay, we are running out of questions here. Okay. All right. Okay, we will go with the hard one then. Okay. All right. So then in this consciousness, we have these Chetasikas. We have all of the universals, right? We have all of the universals. We have all of the universals. We have initial thought, sustained thought, decision, energy, wish. We have the universal beautifuls, abstinences, illimitables, and wisdom. What is the consciousness? So if I may repeat, we have the universals and all the occasionals except joy. And we have the universal beautiful 19, the abstinences, illimitables, and wisdom. What is the consciousness?
So it has to be a beautiful chitta.
Correct.
And because it has got abstinences and illimitable both,
Correct.
it has to be sense sphere, beautiful, wholesome chitta, one of the first 8. And it has to be jnana sampayutta because it has got wisdom.
Okay.
But it has no preeti, so it has to be upekka sahagata.
Correct.
So I would say upekka sahagata, jnana sampayutta.
Finish it there.
It could be, yeah, upekka sahagata, jnana sampayutta. It could be either asankarika or sasankarika. One of the
Correct, Mala. Perfect. Wonderful. Right. Lakshman.
Yes, Bhante.
Lakshman, can you explain to us why? There are, right? Can you explain to us why the in the fine material, right? In the fine material jhana consciousnesses, we do not have abstinences. Why is this?
Fine material abstinences. That is because having reached the jhana stage, the right speech, right action, right livelihood has already been practiced by the devotee, and then because of that, you don't need to abstain from anything else, any of these items.
Incorrect. You want to give it another go?
In the fine material jhana sphere, when you are doing when you have reached the first jhana or the second jhana or third jhana or the fourth, and then right speech, right action, right livelihood is already there. You have already achieved that. Is that wrong?
Correct. All right. We are going to give it to another person, Lakshman, right?
Okay.
Who would like to go? Chamari?
Bhante, is it because in fine material jhana states, you just said, I think 5 minutes ago, the mind is stable and that the hindrances are low or hindrances have been suppressed. And so there is therefore the abstinences, because they're in these absorptions, they're not really doing anything else apart from being practicing the absorption.
I understand the fact that you get it, but you're not hitting it on the nail.
Occasion. So right speech, right action, right livelihood will be with people outside.
I mean, we must also think about the dhyanic states, but they are long before the Buddha.
Yeah.
Right. So right action, right livelihood, and all of these things. Right. So it can be there devoid of Dhamma as well. Right.
Okay.
What do we think? Anyone else? The question is, why are there no abstinences in the fine material consciousnesses?
Is it Bhante? You said something about last time that the object of is nibbana in the other one. Is that something to do with that?
The object is nibbana. The object is nibbana. Well,
In the supramundane.
Yeah, that's supramundane.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it?
Now, if you shift it around, you got the answer.
Something, one of the two. So this is not in the supramundane.
So if the object is nibbana, you need to have the abstinences. If the object is not nibbana, where in fine material sphere you may not be, that may not be your goal, then you don't need it.
The object of the fine material remains to be one of the nimittas or acquired objects.
Yeah.
That is why it does not have abstinences. Right? That is where you hit the nail on the head. Okay? So that has to be mentioned. All the other answers are also, I mean, they're correct. They're not wrong. It is with regards to the
Bhante, can you repeat it, please?
Yes, can you repeat that?
answer or the question?
The answer. Oh.
Answer.
The answer is the object of the fine material consciousnesses remains to be that of the meditation sign, the nimitta, the acquired sign. Right? Being so, you go into a dhyanic state. There is no sort of abstinence of that.
Okay.
Right? Because the object remains to be the object, the meditative object. Right? Whereas when you take the supramandanes, of course the object is nibbana, abstinences are there. Right? The abstinences are there, right? With all of the parts of the Eightfold Noble Path coming together. All right. Now, who would like a chance? Who did not get enough chances?
Like another chance.
Devika, okay. Right. Devika. What is the potential of a rootless consciousness?
Rootless.
What is the potential of a rootless consciousness?
You are getting closer to, if you don't have roots, you can control your mind and get close to the path. You are going towards the path if you don't have any rootless.
Absolutely incorrect.
Oh my gosh.
Potential.
Why is Swami?
Rootless are very weak.
Yeah, because I mean, if you
they're very weak. They are very weak.
That's why I'm saying they are not. If you are going to get into a
if you don't have rootless consciousnesses, also you will not be able to attain nibbana.
No, I mean, without rootless, I mean, they are like they say it's weak and it's not required if you're going to attain nibbana, isn't it? Rootless chittas.
In the grand scheme of things, you
yes. No. Sorry. When roots are there only, that's a hindrance.
Bad roots.
Isn't it?
No, you can have
There we go. Go to another person, right? Miri.
Yes, Bhante. So the purpose of a rootless, it's a rebirth linking consciousness. So it gives you it can give rise to a pratisandhi chitta, and it can actually then.
That's one.
Yeah. And then one of the other things about the rootless consciousnesses.
Let me just stop here. We can't really say, because all rootless consciousnesses are not pratisandhi consciousnesses.
No.
Right? So we cannot say rootless consciousnesses are pratisandhi consciousnesses. We can say the rootless consciousnesses help in the pratisandhi process. Right? Right? Okay, so you got one.
Yeah.
What else?
And one of the other, you have to, if you take all three different, the groups, if you take, it can be, it helps in the bhavanga chitta process. So it helps in the chitta vitis, because it goes from the, from the mind or adverting, it can actually convert it and go down into the vottapana and all of that.
Yeah.
So that's one other function.
Let me just, when I say what is the potential of the what we are referring to is what can be done or accomplished through a Ahetuka Chitta. Right? Rephrasing and giving you another question. Right? So yes, Miri, you're en route, but you have not covered the basics yet.
Well, actually, it's the consciousness that allows things to come through the mind doors, the sense doors, and then to identify your object. Is that what you're trying to get at?
That's true. We must be more specific. It's not just the whole
investigate it as well. So you have to
listen to me, everyone. The ahetuka is not just the mental counterpart of the body, which loves all of this. It is the energy which gives the prasada rupa, the energy to operate. Without the ahetuka, you will be blind.
Oh, because it's quite
you can see and hear and
right.
taste.
That is what must be touched upon, right? Okay, Miri. Yeah. Anything else?
Can you explain that? It's okay. Sorry.
Is that what you was? What is the explanation? Then the correct answer would have been to say that actually it is the consciousness that allows the development of the sense
operation. Operation of the prasada rupas, right? Would have to be your basic. You would have to. That is the most basic of things. It is rootless, right? Anyone else who would?
Can I just ask something? Can I ask something, Bhante?
Yes.
Padma.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there any? Are they karmic? Do they? Because you see, when you see something and you investigate, and then you either have attachment or aversion, then they produce karma, isn't it?
Karmic results.
Yeah. So is it through the rootless we get that, isn't it?
We don't develop karmas through the rootless. Through the rootless, we exhaust karmas.
Okay,
but through the
resultant,
we exhaust. It's a resultant.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. It's a resultant and an akusala resultant.
Right.
We exhaust karma through these, right?
Yeah. When you say exhaust karma, what does it mean? Exhaust or exhort?
Exhaust.
Oh, utilize.
Utilize. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So with these, because these karmas, they can't be translated or converted to anything else or even developed upon because they are so weak, right?
Okay.
They are so weak. Then it comes to when you think about the ahetukas, then you come to question, then when was the beginning, right?
Yeah.
True. Right?
Yeah.
When there was the beginning and all of these things, which we don't have answers to, right?
Yeah.
And the Buddha, which also the Buddha says, achintaniya Dhamma, right? Dhamma cannot be thought about by human cognition, right? So your answer would be the first one. Ahetuka, hold on, everyone. Ahetuka consciousnesses or rootless consciousnesses are that which help in the process of operating the five sensory doors.
Five sense. Oh, yeah.
They are resultant consciousnesses and they are resultant consciousnesses. They help in the pratisandhi process, right? They help in the pratisandhi process and are very weak chittas because they have no roots supporting them, right? They are like, for example, they are like, in a huge corporation, the minor staff, not to say anything, derogatory about minor staff, but to say that it's a very tiny sort of, very basic sort of a role, right? But without these, you won't be able to see, hear, smell, taste, or touch, which will allow you to contemplate on the objects leading towards Nibbana also. Right? Understood? Good. So thank you. Right? Anyone has any questions regarding
Bhante?
Yes.
Sorry, is it in the last one you just said? Is it possible? Are you able to give a example of how that might arise?
What was the last one that I said?
About this purpose of the ahetuka chitta, the purpose of it. That it helps in the operation of the five senses.
Yeah. So
and all the other things.
Vinyana, when we take the first ahetuka, the chakku vinyana of both kusala and akusala, of both kusala and akusala, This arises when this arises when there's a visual object to be cognized, which arrives. The word which should be used is when it arrives.
Danta?
Yeah.
Somebody's calling.
When it I forgot what I was saying. I thought they lost it with me. All right. So the Chakku Vinyana, both in the Kusala and the Akusala, when it arises, when a visual object arises or comes to or impinges upon the sensory doors, this is what allows the sensory door to operate, allowing this object in, or allowing the grasp of the object.
Yes.
Right? So this is, it is not to say that it sort of has a powerful role in it, or has a powerful role in determining what is now being done with the object. It basically, let us just say, it opens the door. It basically just opens the door. That's it.
Yes. So the only control we have in this one is in the receiving and the investigation bit. Is it?
Well, there is no control in any of these. Why? Remember, wish is not there.
Sort of automatic.
It's
automatic.
It's an automatic process, right? How you can sort of the only thing that you can control, if we may say it in that way, is a smile producer. Then you have sort of if you become Arahant, you have a smile producing, but other than that, nothing can you control in this.
So they're just resultants, basically, vipaka.
They are just resultant vipakas, right? Connected to the operation of the cognitive process of the five sensory doors. Right? Moving on.
So based on your previous karmas, obviously, I suppose.
Based on all previous karmas. So even when you do a good thing, right? Karmas are loving or making way for your cognition of pleasant objects around you is because of these things, right? But remember that when you do a good karma, it is not a block karma. Karma arises at different times, and there are different variations of karma relating to one object. So you can have ahetu, by doing something good, you can develop a ahetuka good karma, good result. You can develop and you can develop a resultant towards soberness, varying on the roots as well. Right?
Yes.
Like vihetuka. Got it?
Yeah. Lovely. Thank you, Bhante. Thank you.
Whose question was that, by the way? Was it
me? You gave it to me.
Devika's. Okay. All right, Devika. Now, okay, we have time for one question. Adil, you have a question?
I didn't get a second question, Bhante.
Oh, all right. So, Dil, then you can do this one. Right? Dil, can you explain to us the difference between, the receiving consciousness and the investigating consciousness?
So they're both ahetuka rootless consciousnesses, but the receiving consciousnesses, so there are one each in the wholesome and unwholesome, and in the case of the investigation, there is two of them in the wholesome and only the one in the unwholesome, and so they are called Sampatithana and Santirna. And the way I may be wrong, but the way I understand it is, so when you when you look at an object, so first of all, you get the Panchadvara thing where it just adverts to it, and then you get these sense, like the Chakku Vijnana, and those things.
You're going around, please be succinct and to the point. It is only the difference between receiving and investigating.
So receiving receives the object that had been seen by the eye consciousness. So it comes straight after you see the Chakku Vijnana Pasada. So it receives or it apprehends. It's also called determining. And the investigation. No, the investigation. No, the way I remembered is like that. I don't know. The way I studied it is that the receiving is also called apprehending. It comes after you see the sense of once something falls on the eye, and the investigation comes after that when it investigates the object. So one receives or apprehends it, and the other one investigates the object. That's the difference. And the receiving comes straight after the sensory one.
Anyone else would like to add?
Can I?
Yeah. Go on, Tamsiri.
Yeah, receiving is when you get the object. When you see the object, you see or hear or touch or anything. When you get the signal, you receiving the object, and then the other one is you investigate about the object. That's two sort of functions. There's additional function for investigation, which is actually linked to the rebirth consciousness, and which is governing.
Does consciousness arise?
Sorry?
Where does this consciousness arise? Or where could it arise?
It in your mind.
It
is part of the chitta viti in your mind. Actually,
it arises in the mind and not the chakku, not at the chakku pasada.
No.
All right.
But you receive the when it comes to receiving, your chakku prasada receiving it, right? Or chakku vijnana receiving it, right?
No, chakku vijnana is before you receive it.
The receiving and investigation is actually happening in the chakku vijnana. If it is chakku, if it is a rupa.
Anyone else?
Impingement first. Impingement first, and then the yoking of it, the receiving, and then right after that the investigating.
Okay, correct. That is correct. No argument about that.
What is the function of consciousness then? What is the function of the consciousness?
Okay. So anyone else has anything to add?
I want to say, Bhante, that when you look at an object, that is when you look at it, then you investigate to determine what it is with your vijnana, whatever it is, smell or, and then determine what the object is.
Yeah. What the object is.
Yes.
Not quite. Not exactly.
Can I say something, Bhante?
Of course you can, yeah.
Yeah. Receiving, it was explained by Venerable Renukani, it's like receiving a parcel, and investigating is opening the parcel. That's what he says.
Yeah. So,
okay.
In this consciousness, we must realize we have to be very specific, right? Opening the consciousness, or let's say now Mala, as Renukani Chandra said, opening the parcel, right, is not entirely getting to know the entire parcel.
Yeah.
Right? That has to be understood, right? You can open the parcel, but you don't exactly necessarily know what the whole parcel is. But it is a process of, yes, unwrapping, right? You know, unwrapping it, right? You have to be very specific. And when it comes to the receiving, right? When it comes to the receiving, of course, it receives the object which has arisen or now impinged onto the Chakku Vijnana, right? Chakku Vijnana, and then having received that object, now there is a process of shift from the duty of now the Chakku Vijnana to the duty of the mind. That is important. It is not a transportation, but rather handling of duty. Right? Now who is responsible for it? From the parcel arriving at the eye to now it being something of the mind. Right?
Yeah.
So that is when now the shift happens from Chakku Vijnana to the receiving, and the receiving and the investigation is done through the mind.
Mind. Through the mind, yeah.
Right? Through the mind.
Yeah.
All right. Right? So, okay. So that is all. So next week, we will do one last revision and then move on to, so next week, what we are going to do is question and answers in this way. I might sort of ask the Chitta Chaitasikas as well, but, you know, but mostly it will be regarding the theory of the Chittas and the Chaitasikas. Okay. And then we will start from the week after itself, we will start the next chapter. Okay. So some of the questions, especially with regards to now, for example, with regards to me telling you the Chaitasikas, I told you, yeah, the Chaitasikas, and then you trying to, now that is a very pro, right? A very pro sort of thing, right? So most of you all got it right and attempted proper without any help. So for those of you who are able to do it without any help, right? Good on you, right? Good on you. The others, I would say, you know, a love, you know, sometimes it is, you know, it is shameful to sometimes you might feel that it is shameful to sometimes be incorrect or to not be able to say the correct thing. But remember that it is only in your mind, right? And it is only in your mind. We are all going through the same thing. I have gone through the same thing as well, right? And not being able to sort of know the right answer and all of that. And remember, when it comes to the path of practice, we are all, I mean, all of this should be something which sort of translates to the attainment of Nibbana. And remember, in the grand scheme of things with relation to Nibbana, it is not worth cheating, right? Just because you want to prove right to 16 other people who are here.
No, it's
right?
practicing. We want to learn so much.
Padma?
Can you please upload this, these two decks, because last week and this week? Thank you.
I will upload both of them. Yes, Dil?
Can I just clarify in my mind? So now, when you look at,
Dil,
say we take it,
Dil, can we hold on to that question for next time? Because it's 9:07, Dil. Right?
This is just what you went through, Bhante, just now. So the process of seeing Bhante, right? So basically, see, I'm looking at you now. So you first have the Panchadwara Jana where you advert it to the eye. And then you have the Vijnana ones that we actually see from the eye, and the Chakku Vijnana, and that's in the eye. And then so you actually, it will impinge on the eye. And then next comes the receiving one, which is in the mind, which actually accepts it. And then you get the investigation, which actually investigates the in the mind. So is that the order that it goes when the process of seeing?
The process of seeing, right? Well, the process of seeing is a little bit more detailed than that. We will actually be doing it in the next chapter, right? But of course, it goes from Chakku Vijnana to receiving to investigating, right? That impinge arises once right after the Chakku Vijnana, right? So,
and when it goes from the eye to the mind, it's from the vijnana that's in the eye, and then it goes into receiving. That's where it goes to the mind. Receiving and investigation is where it's in the mind. Is that right?
yes.
Thank you.
The thing is, we don't say going to the mind, right? We don't say going to the mind, but it is a mind process.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
Mind process. All right. So, any more questions?
One question, Bhante.
Okay, Damsre.
Your the flower pot behind you, right? That flower pot is actually for a couple of months old. How can you keep that alive?
It's rootless.
It's rootless.
Rootless.
Oh, is it? Is it?
This one or that one?
That one. That one.
That one?
Yeah. I think you are using a photo, yeah?
No.
Are you using a no?
It's not a photo. It's a.
Oh, it's live. Oh, right.
It's an artificial one.
That part out of the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So, what is the answer for that?
No answer.
Rootless. I hate it.
I exercise my Fourth Amendment rights. But all right. So I will be asking questions from you regarding the theory of Chitta and Chaitasika. But I think right now we have a good base to carry on. We have a good base to carry on to the next stages. Do you feel that after the revision that you do better understand?
Yeah.
Yes,
definitely.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I think
definitely.
those of you who feel that you are a little bit weak, or that you don't understand, of course, I think you can still reach out to the study groups which are happening, right? And join in. For me, something that my teachers always taught me was, even if it is Satan, if he is teaching the Dhamma, go and listen to him. Right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you don't like these people. No one cares who you like and don't like. As long as they are giving you Dhamma, go and get into the group and listen. At the end of the day, it is only our own egos that are keeping us in terms of liking and disliking, all of these things. So make sure that you get on to the right to get the help that you need and require to sort of move on. So thank you very much, and I will see you.
Thank you, Bhante.
I will see you all on Wednesday. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, ma'am.
Good night.